could help.
Yeah,
Wasn't a-
suppose I should hear
Wasn't a
today.
resolution for the 2 million proposal?
Different fire.
In the packet, was there?
Yes,
There is?
it's in the back. You don't have a packet?
I saw the one for the Headley. I didn't see.
Well, he gave alternating ones for both. There's actually 4. You're supposed to pick
If it
one.
was money, I would have taken it.
It's right after the web proposal thing.
After the web?
Actually, there's 5.
Oh, there you
We have 15 seconds. Okay.
Yep.
Good afternoon. I'd like to call the Green Lake Township Board of Trustees regular meeting to order on March 10th, 2026 at 5:30 PM. Judy, can you do a roll call, please?
Biondo.
Here.
West. Here. Kramer here. Biganowski.
Yes.
Merrick.
Yes. They're here.
McDonald.
Here.
And Radke.
Here. We have quorum. Now, before we go on to the next item, if you have a smart device or an item that makes noise of some sort, if you could put that on mute or vibrate, that would be greatly appreciated. With that, I'd like everyone to stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You're the one that has to talk, not me. Oh, you're gonna
Thank
be
you.
dead too.
Oh, no, I'll sit there and we'll try something.
Pam's on it.
With that, the next item is the approval of the agenda. Before we proceed, there was a motion from the Board of Review, a request from the Board of Review to have the Township Board consider the resolution for poverty exemption. They have a case, and which we can explain at a later date, or later on the agenda. So I'd like to add. Oh,
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the addition of the poverty exemption under new business after website compliance proposal.
we have a
Second.
motion. Do we have support? We have support? Any other changes, corrections? Yeah.
Somebody's phone's ringing.
Hearing no other changes, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those against, say no. Reverb. With that, we'll move on to the approval of the consent agenda, which contains minutes of February 10th, 2026, the monthly bills, treasurer's reports, bills, DDA, ICA, and GLT trail bills are third. Is there any member of the public wishing to remove an item from the agenda?
I had some corrections to minutes that I gave to Judy, so.
So we'd like to pull the minutes of 2/10/2026, or are you going to present them?
Yep,
We'll pull them and we'll place them under
Poverty exemption.
property exemption, poverty exemption, under new business. Is there any other from the public? Any from staff? Any from this board? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda with the removal of the February 10th, 2026 minutes placed under resolution for poverty exemption under new business.
So moved.
Do we have a motion? Do we have support? Support by West, moved by
Merrick.
Merrick. Roll call, please.
West.
Yes.
McDonald.
Yes.
Merrick.
Yes.
Biganowski.
Yes.
Biondo.
Yes.
Kramer. Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna be a long meeting.
Are you still on vacation?
Okay, with that, next item on our agenda is the declaration of conflict of interest. Is there any conflict declaration made by a board member on this agenda? That does not count. Any other? Hearing none, we'll move on to reports. I see we have our community police officer, Deputy Nofke.
Good evening, everyone. I don't really have much, but what I will cover is more of the construction that's forthcoming. I spoke with the Michigan State Police. They were able to get, it's basically a public safety grant through MDOT, where they're gonna increase their patrols through the detour route, which then kind of frees me up where now I can hit the secondary roads, because their main focus through that grant's the highway and detour routes, so I can hit the subdivisions. So that should help alleviate a lot of the vehicles that are passing through being speed and obnoxious as such. The other thing, before I go on vacation, I want to meet with the road commission and the school. For this summer, we're going to have, I think, 40 concerts, which is 10 more than last year. So the concern right now is with this being a detour route, in the past, all the vehicles that have been parked along the roadway is going to be a huge safety concern. So I'd like to nip that before this even starts, whether we get barricades, cones, et cetera, and ample markings saying that there's absolutely no parking through this stretch. So that's all I have. Any questions?
So
Yes, sir.
you got MSP to agree to extra patrols. Are they gonna stay on 31 or are they gonna wander?
So I didn't get them to agree to anything,
No.
but, so I guess MDOT sets aside public safety funding for major projects, which I'd learned that through speaking with them. So they get I don't know how much overtime, but they're basically on overtime running strictly traffic enforcement. They're not here taking calls, they're strictly traffic enforcement. So it's my assumption that if it's an MDOT thing, it's gonna be through the MDOT project area.
So that, you're saying they did or didn't
They did.
confirm any of this? Is it gonna happen, not gonna happen? I'm
No, they are.
Oh, so they do have extra patrols scheduled, whatever?
Yeah, sorry if I wasn't clear on that. They
All right.
will have extra patrols out here. I don't know the time frame. I'm trying to work with them on when they start doing that, so we can kind of piggyback off each other and limit some of the issues that I know we're gonna have.
All right, so, and then you said about parking along
J.
J.
Maddie,
Maddie for concerts. When the signs have been up, they're not our signs, they're not the road commission signs, but we're gonna enforce the signs?
it's not necessarily that, it's just a major safety issue, because part of it, at some point, the detour is also gonna be traffic coming down Diamond Park. So now when you have cars lined up along the roadway, it's now a traffic hazard where you have to literally pull into the middle of the road to turn.
I get it, but we have to take a position one way or the other.
Mhm.
Are we gonna allow it or not allow it? And if we're not gonna allow it, what's the authority? If we need to put authority in place, we need to get going.
I don't think we have the authority.
That's why I wanna meet with the road commission. Somebody has something somewhere where those signs are technically illegal.
I think the road commission can do a temporary traffic order
Right.
for
For
this
that being a
project because of
major
what's going on.
detour, it's not a secondary road at that
But
point.
for us, it's not a temporary thing. That our cities have been doing concerts forever. Either we allow parking on the road or we don't. I think we should make up our mind and take a position on it. And if it's the road commission that has to pass the traffic control order, let's make the request. If not, let's just, when people call us, we'll say, hey, it's a free-for-all.
What did they do last year during construction?
Well, they let people park because
They had
nobody
them.
wanted to give them tickets.
Yeah, I mean, there's no substance to give tickets because they're not the road commission. They have
Nope.
not put a traffic order in.
If I wrote them, they'd be all dismissed.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, let's nail this down and
Right.
pick a side,
Mhm.
whatever the side is.
I'd like to see at least during the construction time frame that no parking's along there. At least as a start. If we can get them to do that, then maybe we can get them to extend it.
Okay, I guess I will say something. Is there a motion to move forward with such?
Yeah,
I'll make a motion
I would
to
like someone
request.
to investigate it. Can I dump it on your plate, Marv?
I just don't think we have the authority to do it.
No, but he can ask road
can
commission
make
to
a
do
request.
it. That's what I meant.
I'll
Yeah,
make a
I'll make
motion.
room on my platter.
I'll make a motion that we, as a board, request the road commission to issue traffic control orders for no parking along J. Matty from the during in the construction zone and in front of the ICA.
Were you referring to Diamond Park too, or?
I don't believe that's part of the detour. from
Correct.
that. I don't know if that changes once June
And
on.
I'll make that reach out for you, Marv.
Okay.
But the biggest issue we had last year is they had the entrance at Diamond Park dumping cars out, and then cars are parked along the intersection. So you literally had to pull your car into the intersection roadway, and now you're obstructing traffic to even see.
I'll second that if no one seconded it.
Yeah.
A motion by Merrick, supported by Baganowski, to make a request to the Grand Traverse County Road Commission for temporary no parking traffic order along J. Matty Parkway.
I mean, that's again, you can leave the motion that way, but those signs go like 3/4 of a mile, okay? No one is gonna park that far away anyway, so let the road commission kind of figure out what the rub is.
The distance and that for the safety.
Yeah,
Have them work with law enforcement.
Even at the intersection, it has to be some type of distance so you can
right.
visibly see.
So,
Okay.
I mean, Andy didn't lay out any parameters, but
Right.
let's let them come back to us with,
Okay.
makes sense.
So you can get with Deputy Nofke and make a determination,
Yep. Vote.
and with the road commission. Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, say no. Motion carries. Anything else?
That's all I have.
Any other questions from the public? Very good. Oh, check.
I'd like to see it made permanent.
Okay.
There's kids walking up and down there all the time. It needs to be made permanent. They don't need special permission to park there. They want to hold these concerts, they should have a parking place for these people.
Very good.
I talked to the state police either last summer or the summer before about parking along there. And they specifically said, it's been kind of a gentleman's agreement between Interlochen and the state police that they weren't gonna ticket or tow, even though there were no parking signs, that they just kind of turned their heads and that was always there. So it's kind of just it's something that's been allowed, whether it's been legal ever, it's kind of uncertain, but
When it
I
was,
just think that, I was talking to Mark, I just think that with heavy detour that's gonna be there this summer, someone will get hit or run over with the way people park along there, and I think it'll be a disaster.
You got the understanding, Deputy Nofke?
Yep.
Thank you.
absolutely.
Have a great night. Be safe.
Thank you.
I see we have the fire chief. We have your written reports. Is there anything in addition or anything you'd like to emphasize?
Just an update on the engine. So we did have a little bit of a miscommunication with the engine, and it came without shelves and trays, which is what we put equipment on. So the dealership has come up and measured that and is in the process of making those right now, and at no cost to us. So we're a little bit behind on getting it in service, but those are in the process of getting stamped, or I should say bent right now, and welded up. So hopefully soon. And then we did receive our cardiac monitor, the one that the board approved last month. We got last week, so we'll start the process of getting the technology switched over a little bit for that, and then education. So the manufacturer will be here to update all the staff on new technology. So that's it. Other than that,
Very good. Any questions of the chief from the board, audience, staff? Thank you for what you do.
thank you.
I I don't see any other road commission nor county commissioner. We'll move on to public comment. This is an opportunity for the public to speak, what they have to say to the board, and this is exactly what it is public input. We will not do our best not to have discussion. This is an opportunity for the public to say what's on their mind to this board. I would ask that your eyes go to the podium, state your name, address of residence, and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Is there any member of the public? Mr. Caskey, Jill? I mean, anybody else?
You forgot Scott.
Oh, yeah, Scott. Yeah.
He said
yeah. Well, we don't have the music playing, so she can tamp up there. Hearing none? Seeing none, we'll move on to another item. Postponed business is a standing item of the Treasurer Bank Rec. Andy, do you have any updates on the, I think we had discussion on the tax account.
I am getting through the September tax account, ticking and tithing instead of paying an accountant large amounts of money to do it. I'm going through and doing it, so I should hopefully have that all taken care of by the end of this month, ready for the next board meeting.
Okay, how about any other bank? Sorry, Dave?
Well, same topic. You were gonna get with Plant Moran and say, when is the detailed report coming? Did you reach out?
Yep, I reached out to him, and as soon as Andy and I had a conversation, he was going, I don't know if you've seen his office, and a couple tables in there. Oh, you can't see the tables because of all the paperwork, but he's got it spread out investigating that. So Plant Moran's not doing any more work on that at this point in time to give Andy an opportunity to find out what's going on. By next month, they are willing to either come up here at a fee, or we could do a Zoom meeting with them, or a Teams meeting, or whatever other meeting we can have to go over any and all questions. They've watched the video of your questions.
But they didn't say they're gonna give you a paper report? I want a paper report. Did you specifically ask for a paper report?
Yep, I asked for a written report, and they would like, and they are willing to give a paper report once they get the questions.
Okay. All right.
Anything else? Good luck. I mean, new business. We have a late payment interest refund request. Andy, could you enlighten us on this?
So when you make your tax payment after the due date, there's a fee that's added on, and I had a family reach out to me who was less than happy about their check, their payment being late, even though it was postmarked. I think it was on the 8th. I got it on the 19th. They argued whether or not I really got it on the 19th. May have called me some names that were along the lines of liar. And they said they want their money back, and I said, well, the board has directed me to take it by the time when the check is received in the office, not the postmark. They said, what can they do? I said, you can appeal to the board. So here we are with an appeal letter to the board for their $64.22. I'll make a motion we deny the request.
Second.
We have a motion by Merrick, supported by Kramer, to deny the request of the refund. Discussion.
Yes.
Paul?
Am I looking at this right? So I see American Express on here. Is that the type of check they used, or was that a card, or?
That is their payment that they made online to cover the $64.22 late fee before it got turned over to the county because of the less than reliable delivery of mail through the United States Postal Service.
Do you by any chance keep the envelopes?
Absolutely not. I get that many envelopes at a time.
Right, but when it generates a late fee, then I would assume we'd keep that envelope so that if the client come back like this.
But we don't go by the postmark, so it doesn't matter.
Well, it matters if it's sat on your desk for a week, even though the mail got it on time, or it didn't get here in time by the mail. That's two totally separate situations.
We don't stamp when we receive them, so the postmark or the envelope would make absolutely no sense to store.
Yeah, but if it sat on your desk for a week and nobody opened it, and then you say it's late, that's wrong.
That would be correct. If that statement was factual, that would be correct, but I have processed all the payments the day they
All right.
received in the office.
I would like, okay, now that you said that, then I'm on board, okay?
I'm more curious why we don't date them when they come in.
That's what the board directed me through a board motion and resolution when I took office.
No, this, what Sherry's asking is we should stamp received.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just the
Correct.
envelopes come in the door and stamp them when we got them.
I know townships that stamp every stinking piece that comes in through the mail. They stamp everything.
Yeah, I know townships that, yeah, I know townships that might stamp them 3 months later when they have a board meeting.
Well,
So, I mean,
I didn't say they were accurate, but
that's something that,
they
you
have a
know,
stamp, and they stamp.
And I could change that stamp date to be whatever I want to cover my.
No, it's not a date. Well, okay, yes, you're right, you're right.
So-
I've had people.
any other discussion? I got 2, 3 different people I hear. Any other discussion?
Give me the dates again.
It's on the packet in front of you, I believe it was,
No,
They mailed it to 6.
they mailed it to 6.
oh, that's an email they sent, I'm sorry.
And you say you got it the 19th?
Correct.
The 19th, correct. It was due on the 14th, but because of it being the weekend, we gave them until the 17th. They actually had 3 extra days for it to get here.
Right, with the holiday and that.
Correct.
Okay, any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Merrick,
Yes.
Biondo,
No.
McDonald,
Yes.
Biganowski.
Yes.
Kramer, yes. West
No,
and Red.
No, and the reason for that, I don't believe we should charge interest for our taxpayers until, until the end of the month, when it goes to the county. Motion carries.
but that isn't.
We didn't have all the
answer to
votes yet.
motion.
Judy didn't vote? Did you vote?
Yeah, vote.
Judy
Yeah,
voted
4-3.
Help now, moving forward, I think the board needs to consider going back to, actual, sending date or whatever stamped on the envelope, because I think that's gonna do away with a lot of our issues that we're having.
And then when I've got to settle with the county on March 1st, I'm unable to do that because I got to wait till all the bills came in, and we've got envelopes that come in 6 months later, which creates a whole nother slew of problems.
But the person doing the mailing, it's not their fault if the guy dropped it off the bridge.
Correct. Not our fault either.
So,
6 would be early, I would think.
that might be a moot issue if the House bills go through as presented before Easter break.
And then the postmark right now is not when they drop it in the mail, but when it gets to the processing center. For us, it's Grand Rapids.
Right.
So if it gets lost in the post office for a couple of days and then gets to the, then gets stamped, that's not a factual date either.
But then if they take it and have it stamped the day they drop it at the post office, that might be something we'd want to put in our newsletter.
No. Okay, we'll move on to the next item, the website compliance proposal. It's singular because that's all we have. This was related to a request by Mr. McDonald a couple months ago. We have until, was it April 27th of 2027 to make sure our website and social media are ADA compliant pursuant to the federal requirements.
So we put out an RFP, we only got one response?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. But working with this company that did submit it, STG, they've got hundreds of governmental clients because they can do it quickly and they have the software to make sure we're compliant. We sat down, I think it was Mary Jo and I sat down with the owner of the company, and he wanted to give us an overview of where our website is currently deficient with the ADA compliance requirements. And after, I don't know, 25 on the first page, I said, we get the point.
So there's less compliance than is compliant?
Yes,
So are those requirements actually gelled up that they're known?
yes.
Okay.
Yep, and granted, this is under the quote-unquote, the spending limit of the officers, but wanted to make sure, because this is an impact with our social media, our Facebook page, and our website. So I'd like the blessing on that. We're not sure how we can fix the social media aspect, because that seems to get just as, about the same number of views as our website. We may have to forgo social media because we can't be in compliance.
So you're more familiar with this. There was a couple components to this. One was to start new, get us up to speed, and then there was one for annually going forward, which we can all digest that. So what is the going forward rate? Do you remember? I mean, you had a number in here. So.
Yeah.
$1,200 annually.
Yeah, $1,200 annual.
Yeah, that's not crazy. That's awesome. But the big hit up front is like,
Well, it's what, 3,000, give or take some change?
I thought it was
Where
20
was that
something.
put in?
No, that was the fines.
Okay, I was within
Yeah, you can be
$5.
fined between $6,000 and
Yeah.
$20,000 a
And
month.
up to 150,000 if
Right.
we are blatant on it.
So you met with the
Wasn't it
guy,
150?
and he's gonna be responsive when you say, hey, you screwed this up, you put the wrong set of minutes on, put it back the way it was, they're gonna do it.
Yes, we could have them do it, or they can get it up and going, and it's not a WordPress format, so they can teach a couple of us, and we could do it.
Oh.
No offense, it does take quite a bit of time to do it from our end. So if we can ship it off, that way it's being done and we have somebody else to blame if it doesn't work.
Now, Marv,
I'd
I
like
did-
the motion that we have the supervisor sign this contract with STG. Not that we have any other choice.
We have a motion by Baganowski, support by Kramer to authorize the supervisor to enter into the agreement with STG,
with them maintaining it for us too, I
with
hope.
them maintaining it.
Perfect. No, Marv, I did talk to another website
Yes.
agency, and they are significantly more expensive than this one, and they're out of Grand Rapids. I work with them with another organization outside of here, and they don't have, we would be their first governmental client, which made me nervous when he said that.
Okay.
So just, I did look out, and this is a pretty good price on what they're looking at doing for us.
Pretty good. It's stunning, like it's a ripoff. I mean, it's like $1,200 a year? Nobody gets that.
The one I looked at, I got is $250 a month.
Yeah.
So with that, roll call, please.
No.
Oh, sorry,
Discussion.
Jerry.
I want the pricing to be specific. Judy says $29.95, which is what they put the motion in here, they wanted it. That's for the whole thing.
Go to page 20 of the
That's to
book.
convert the
It's outlined on
website.
page 20 of the proposal.
Well, I'm reading what he wrote to us, where it's gonna be from 6 to 20,000, and then 1,200, what page in the book?
Page 20.
6 to 12, or 6,000 to 20,000. And then he says it's 1,200 annually, and then they pop that in there. And so I want to be specific on, yeah, this is all going to be in addition to the $1,200.
No, it isn't. Page 18 has the setup, and then page 20 has the ongoing. That's it. It's a contract. There's no made-up shit.
Stuff.
Nobody said that, Dave.
But it's in the thing. Go to
But
page
what I
18.
said was, what was he telling us, all this, it could cost 6 to 20,000.
That's if we're not
monthly or
compliant with
annual
ADA.
maintenance on it.
That's
So-
what we get fined.
That's if we get fined by the federal government for not being ADA compliant.
That's not part of the contract,
Yeah.
Jerry. That's just
Those
some
are
guys,
fines.
whatever.
So it's $29.95, convert,
1,200,
then $1,200
and
annually
then
to.
$30 an hour every time they do anything, or $20 with.
Yeah, if we go over the 500 pages, if we exceed the 10 fillable PDF forms, that's the additional cost. Here's our baseline.
Okay,
Because right now, we have 0 PDFs, fillable PDFs. We have, we have less than 500 pages, I think. And so if we go above that, this is what it would cost us over and above that per hour.
okay.
So,
Aerial drone photos are included.
yep.
This thing.
So Kyle was very good in explaining that. He went into great detail on how flawed our website is. So I was appreciative of that as well. Any other discussion? Pat?
This also increases our security from hackers, does it not?
I did make a request that they maintain the double firewall, because currently I'm maintaining the website. We have a wall with Anavan, and I also have it done through Wix as well. And so far, we've been very good at it. So I've made that same request, that they'd have a double firewall. Any other discussion? Roll call it, please.
Biondo.
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Kramer, yes. Biganowski.
Yes.
Merrick.
Yes.
McDonald.
Yes.
And Radke.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you. Next item is discussion. I was requested to bring back what...
Poverty.
Oh, I'm sorry, under new business. The poverty exemption. The Board of Review is currently meeting yesterday and today until 9. They had a poverty request come in. It was a lady with their daughter that they're asking for poverty exemption, and they're about $400 over the earned income limit, but they're under the 40,000 asset limit. So they're about $400 over on the revenue, on the salary, wages, and they are under the 40,000 threshold. The Board of Review would really like to give this individual that's caring for her daughter that has some issues a break, and they want to be on rock solid foundation because it's under the 40,000 asset, but it's over the income by $400. So they did do some calculation, and their request was to have it at 102.5% of the federal poverty limit. And I indicated that I'd bring it to the board because they adjourned tonight at 9 o'clock and will not reconvene until the July Board of Review, which is past the season for this.
We do this every year, and we have one in place, correct?
Yes.
And we almost always take the federal guidelines verbatim, correct?
Correct.
But we're allowed to exceed?
Yes, but we can't say $1,000 under the federal guidelines. We can go over. I did make a suggestion that we should allow for poverty exemption for anybody making under $1 million. And exempt all property taxes, but that didn't fly very well.
Why don't you try that motion now, see how that goes?
So this is a Board of Review quest.
I'll make a motion that we adopt the resolution. What's the number for this one?
102.5. Oh,
No, 03102026.1.
To change the number 6 to 102.5% of the federal poverty income guidelines on the poverty exemption.
Second.
we have a motion by Merrick, supported by Kramer, to adopt resolution 03102026.1 to include a percentage of 102.5.
We're not going to miss this by $3 on them, are we?
No.
Okay.
Any discussion?
Yeah, so this
Dave.
is gonna last for how long? Till we do it again?
December 31st of this year.
Okay, so, and then we'll do it again.
Correct.
So this is probably only gonna apply to one case.
Correct.
because Of the deadline, okay.
Yeah. I tried getting everybody in the township, but they didn't agree. Go ahead, laugh, Paul. You know how it is.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. Hearing none, roll call.
McDonald. West.
No.
Merrick.
Yes.
Biondo.
Yes.
Biganowski.
Yes.
Kramer, yes, and Radke.
Yes, motion carries 6-1. Thank you. The next item was the minutes that was removed from the consent agenda. Some notes were handed to the clerk, Judy Kramer. Would you like to proceed with that, or would you like the source to make a comment?
Jill, if you want to go ahead and comment on yours, and then I've got a couple other corrections too.
She probably has her own, you probably gave her her own copy.
February 10th.
I just, on the public comment under myself, I just rewrote it and gave my rewritten version to Judy. It just really clarified what I had stated about having simplified tax receipts versus what was dispersed out in each of the remittance periods, at first through the 15th through 31st. And then, I also had mentioned that it looked like Plant had done work out of scope, and that was just accruing more and more fees. And then I had commented about Dave's concern about the library for future capital, that the public has always supported the library from fundraising, and I just worded things a little different. The gist was kind of there, but it was just not clear, and since it was my words, I was concerned about how it was presented. And I gave Judy 2 other corrections also. Do you want me to say
Sure.
those? Okay, me?
Yep.
So the one was under the MDOT section, it said there was gonna be a meeting, and it said mid-May, it should be mid-March.
Page 2.
See, I actually read these things. And then, under the, I forget what section, was that like the last page? It was
It's on
talking
page
about.
5, right
Yeah.
at the top.
It said something about marijuana is being challenged. It should be marijuana tax is being challenged. The word tax was taken out because that was just the additional tax that they're trying to push through. Those were my suggestions, corrections.
Thank you. Any other points of interest in the minutes? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes as amended.
So moved.
You did that? Yep, motion by Merrick, supported by McDonald. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion carries 7-0. Okay, I do believe that completes our new business. We'll move on to discussion. Emergency services millage renewals, they expire in 2026. I was asked to present what we would collect with the existing Headley rollback, and I was asked to put into writing what would be collected if we renewed the millage as originally requested. You have them in the packet. In regards to the emergency services renewal, I'm talking with the chief, we'd like to renew it back to the original request as our equipment is starting to age, I guess. I'm not sure if that was the right word, or becoming functionally obsolete because of the support services may not be there anymore. I think we're taking steps with the cardiac monitor as one step. So, and this is under discussion, we don't have to make a decision until,
We have to have it into the county before May 12th.
All right, let's do it. Let's discuss it and pick one. It's not gonna be any different next month.
yep, well, if we want to do that, we can do that.
Because, you know, we've got 4 outstanding millages, one isn't up till 2039, so, well, the operating one, which is your longer one, I don't know, on the first 2 emergency services one, I say let's reset it to the original amount. Get the rollback and reset, that's where I am.
Okay, any other discussions?
I agree with Dave, oddly enough.
You know you're being videoed, right? Okay. Any questions, Paul?
Yeah, I agree with that, but I want to be clear about which pages we're looking at.
You got 2 samples, you got,
1.93 mils.
yeah, the top one is just, is renewal and the Headley, the bottom one is just the renew.
Okay.
So you gotta pick one, we're gonna cross one out. I'm picking the top on both of these.
Okay.
I haven't made a motion on the third one
Yeah, the third one got a little more complicated.
yet.
So you're looking at renewing it back to 1.93 on the one,
Put in the request to the voters to renew it at that.
yes. I'm going to the 0.95.
So our idea is we would put this on the governor primary, the primary is
Yes.
coming
Mhm.
Correct.
up? I would think that, there might be some thought for saying, let's do the first 2 on the primary and maybe the other one on the general. I don't know.
Yep, so we'll
It's a
work
lot to
on,
put on, it's a lot, 3 of them.
yeah. So on the first 2, which would be the advanced life support, emergency, fire, and ambulance operating, the other ones for ambulance and fire. And Dave's motion was, or you haven't made a motion yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you made a
The
motion.
top two for both of those.
In
I have
August.
not made a motion for the other.
Right, for the primary
Yep.
election, correct? In
I
August?
didn't
For
say
the
that, but
August.
yes, the next election.
Okay.
Because I know that there's this, isn't there a bill to have less opportunity to do ballot proposals? They're gonna limit it to like one or twice a year, then not any
November.
election anymore.
Just at November.
Just set November, but that's not
Correct.
in place at the moment.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
Paul, I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
You don't get all these wide choices anymore, what election you can put these things on.
If that bill
Yeah,
passes.
there's-
If
But
that
we
bill
still
passes.
have like, what, a 7-day window if, after
Yes,
the August, we could get it to the,
Yep.
November.
general, if we had to try again.
Correct.
Correct.
So,
I always like that, I mean, we gotta make these pass, and this is really important, because these are, emergency services operations.
yes,
I'll second Dave's motion.
I thought I did.
yeah.
Oh, Andy did?
Yeah. Motion by Baganowski, supported by Merrick, to propose putting onto the ballot the original millage request for the emergency services and ALS. Any discussion?
I would, this is just an old thought from maybe even the Virginia Olds days, I don't know, a long time ago. But, it's probably prudent when you ask people to renew their millage, to not make sure whatever purchases we're looking at making in the next 6 months or so, that we don't find out there's something in there that was unexpectedly silly.
Yes, I recall, yeah.
I don't know why that rings a bell, something out there at Kingsley Way.
Yes, and that's exactly what transpired in that way. No, we've been very good and very frugal.
And I
In
think
that
even
regard.
that was a planned purchase of
It was part of their capital improvement plan. and-
but yet,
The
it had sour
appearance.
note at the time.
Yep. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Merrick?
Yes.
Biondo?
Yes.
McDonald? Biganowski?
Yes.
Kramer, yes. West?
Yes.
And Radke?
Yes. Motion carries 6-1. Thank you. The next one, if I can give a little bit in this regards here, it's the township operating millages back in '74, I believe it was. The county adopted a 1 mil allocation for all the townships to collect. We can collect up to 1 mil. Since 1974, a request has never been done to increase that operation, allocated 1 mil. Currently, we are down to 0.6649, which we're collecting 66.5 cents per $1,000 for operation of the township. And being that the county did it, the legal counsel advised that we as an individual township cannot make a request to reverse the Headley rollback. It has to be administered by the county, or have the county sign off on it. What the legal counsel did indicate is that we could do a extra voted operating millage of 0.3351 mils to make us back to 1 full mil of operation.
Let me get this straight. So you're saying that the original 63, or the latest Constitution, 63 Constitution we're working under, that did away with the board of supervisors and all that stuff, but it did allocate the counties so many mills, the townships 1 mil, all that stuff. And then you're saying in the 70s, the county did something?
The county, in 1974, the county held an, elected to authorize all the townships 1 mil allocation.
I thought that's part of the 63 Constitution, I always thought.
Yep, and with the research and that, they're saying only the county can waive their jurisdiction on a Headley rollback to 1 mil.
I think there's two ways to get to 1%, and everybody uses the county way. And once you use the county way, you're stuck with the county way.
I thought we got the 1% from the 63 Constitution.
Well,
not from
that's the
county.
maximum we can do, and it's available, but there's two ways to get it.
Yes. And legal counsel advises this would be the way to get it without waiting for the county board of commissioners to take action.
Yeah, method one involves the county, method two does not involve the county, and we don't want to involve the county.
And it would appear the gap of money here is only like $20,000? I mean, what, I mean.
No.
I see the 150. Oh, that's the additional, okay.
Yes.
So it would make us whole at 157.
Correct. And these are the numbers that I got, Bill put together from our L4025 form that we are required to submit to the county no later than September 30th of each year. September 30th, was it, Judy?
Yeah,
Okay.
Most townships don't let themselves get down past the one like we did. Either-
Well, we've been nailed because of all the lakefront and all the, you know, we took the, what do you call it, we got factored so many years.
I see somebody paid attention to my opening speech.
Apparently they don't hear
Well,
down at that
what it
end.
is, I got this other iPad and apparently it works with my phone. I don't even know what's going on here, sorry. I mean, you know, we would get factored every year because the lake value's going up and, you know, we would just get creamed. We'd get the Headley increase and our millage would go down.
Yeah, and, you know, and I'm understanding, and I don't want to pay more in taxes, but in the same token, there's more services that are being requested, and some are even being demanded, so in order to facilitate those additional.
But, you know, I've seen it worded in I thought others have asked for it to get the rollback on the Headley.
Yes.
Not this. This does not look that good,
This
sorry.
is, yeah, this is a supplement too, and this is what the last two communities did. The three communities in prior years went back for a Headley rollback to 1 mil.
Yeah.
And it wasn't caught by the county.
Oh. So, yeah, because I thought others had done that.
Yes. And there's also a thing coming up for the Michigan Constitution Amendment, potential this year as well.
Hold my breath.
It's on our ballot, yes. So this is something that we can contemplate or deny or proceed with.
And, yeah, open discussion-wise, I would think that, let's not confuse the primary issues we just passed, that'll be on the primary ballot. I mean, again, my personal opinion would be at least maybe put it on for the general or something, but we've got a little extra time on that.
Okay. That's,
But I don't like, I don't like the looks of it.
yeah, wow. I'm not a big fan either. Sherry, any comments, questions,
No.
positions? Judy?
I would like to see the millage proposals go on in August, and then, this on the November, so we can try to get those millages passed without throwing too much at the residents.
Agreed. Andy?
I think if we're gonna do this, November would be the time to do it. Get the biggest vote on it, and we're gonna have a millage anyway, or we'll still get what we're getting if this doesn't pass. But this gives the residents an opportunity to decide if they wanna give us a little bit more so we can do that second cleanup day, if we can do some of the other services or things that the residents have been asking for. That we look at the budget and go, maybe we can, but it's tight. So I would agree to put this out there for the voters to decide on in November.
Pat?
Yeah, I kind of think we should wait and not necessarily sabotage the rules by asking for the rollback of the same election. I think that's a bad strategy. If I got the question right.
Yeah, I mean, there's no strategy. It is, here's what we asked for. What do we want to do? So, Dave?
Yeah, I like the two on the primary and the one on the general, and going to 1 mil is pretty standard. Everybody's trying to stick as close as they can to it, so we let it go too long, if you ask me.
I'll make
Yes.
a motion, we adopt resolution number, please.
03-10-2026.
To approve the ballot language for the extra voted operating millage.
That's the November election, right?
That's not on the resolution, but we've agreed that's when we're gonna do it.
Okay, November. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Who seconded it?
Did you?
No, Sherry didn't. I thought Dave, I'm sorry. I thought,
I will.
okay, Dave did.
Wow.
Bianco,
No.
West,
No.
Kramer, yes, Biganowski.
Yes.
Barrett,
Yes.
McDonald, and Radke.
Yes.
4-3.
Okay. Ooh,
What did you do? You watching Blue's Clues?
yeah. Okay, I don't believe there's any, is there any other discussion?
That failed, correct?
No, it passed.
It passed, okay.
No other discussion, we'll go on to correspondence. I believe on the back table there are some handouts. MDOT has confirmed an open house on March 24th to discuss the US 31 rebuilding near Interlochen. It's going to be held here in this building, the 24th of March, from 4 to 6. And this is the time they ask the questions, and their final round of programming for it. I did attend a pre-construction meeting here a couple weeks ago. Things have changed as far as the timeline goes, and lane closures went from a couple weeks to 2 months. As far as northbound traffic, going J. Matty, going north to Long Lake Road, across 31, that will be shut down. They're gonna continue the westward lane during construction of the entire project. And they're also incorporating South Long Lake Road and Secor Road as an official detour. So the County Roads Commission can use some assets, and MDOT would take care of that. And Deputy Nofke indicated that the state police have approved the grant for additional state police patrol along the 31 corridor, and they will be used as needed for the official MDOT detour route.
So Marv, when you go to this, I mean, what's the biggest complaint gonna be? The biggest complaint's gonna be people avoiding the detour by going through neighborhoods. So did that question get asked and answered satisfactorily?
It's been asked and got a government response.
You can say no.
No, yes,
All right,
maybe.
Ask it again if I'm not there.
Yeah, well, it's been asked many times and will continue to ask. We'll probably answer it on November 15th of this year in that regards there. But they are working a lot more closely with the road commission, and I made several requests to at least keep the township informed. I mean, last year when they moved the mailboxes, we didn't know until the day after they moved the mailboxes.
Here at the post office.
Yeah, so, I mean, that caught me off guard as well, so that was a pretty good discussion in that regards there.
Do you have any idea what that gas company's doing up there again? Putting another line in?
Yes, they put it in, and due to the construction and the width, they have to relocate it.
Wait a minute, they did that last summer.
Uh-huh.
The redundancy line. Their primary line, they put in, not too long ago, they have to move that again.
Jeez, Louise.
So, yeah, it's,
And didn't
we'll
MDOT,
see March 24th. I'm unable to answer because I have the minutes and everything that I have in my possession, and it's gonna be interesting to see what they come out on the 24th.
didn't MDOT approve the gas main going in there?
What's that?
MDOT had to approve working the road right away, right? For
Yes.
DTE, so they said, go ahead, put it there,
Mm-hmm.
even though they knew this project was coming up?
Yes.
Okay.
Pat?
It says in internet chatter has, the intersection shut down, has been moved from April to June.
It'll be reopened in first part of July. Yes, so it could be April, mid-April, through,
Still starting in the mid-April.
well, it could be. But the start date could be earlier dependent upon the MDOT engineer's approval of a contractor's request to do their part of the award-winning bid they put in.
So they think it's gonna take longer than a month and a half.
Yes,
But that could all change tomorrow.
yes. I wish I had better news or more information, but it's very, very challenging because of the input from various agencies and entities that wants this or needs this, and they try to accommodate it, and of course it impacts two other concerns and compounds it.
Every time you have a phone call with them, there's a new change.
Yes.
Oh, you don't think they're not changing things behind the scene too?
Yes, and of course, I get a question, either whether it's from ICA, whether it's from Tom's, whether it's from Hofbrau's, whether it's from Just Trucks. Who else called this week?
Gary?
It's only Tuesday. Oh, yeah, and Gary. Yeah, it's only Tuesday as well. And again, it's not a township project. So I'll do the best I can, and I'll use my words as the best I can. I'm a little rough around the edges when it comes to talking with MDOT. Any other? Hearing none, we'll move on to the reporting agency's annual forfeiture report. We do this every year. I think Paul was involved in it as well. It's a township thing. Annually, the state requests, hey, did you receive anything, any funds or items of forfeiture in the township? We do not have that actionable items. We might get it once in a great while and we have to accept it. We haven't done that in 9-10 years. So every year I file with the state of Michigan that, yep, nope, nothing's been forfeited to the township because we have to declare it. So I just wanted to give you a copy that we do file it every January and February.
This doesn't really say anywhere that we're zero forfeiture.
Doesn't say we got any either.
Right.
Yeah. So if we don't have it, we don't want it. Zero.
It's not listed, it didn't happen.
Correct.
I've been on board 20 years, the first time I've ever seen this report.
You're welcome. I'm trying to keep you all in.
Don't give them too much information.
Yeah, daily. With that being said, we'll finish correspondence. We'll move on to public comment. Again, this is an opportunity for the public to state their position, their views, their feelings towards this board. I would ask that you do the same as the first request. Rise, go to the podium, state your name and address of residence, and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Mr. Caskey. Senior.
Greg Chasky Senior, 11717 US 31. As far as the taxes coming back, if I'm not mistaken, there's multiple ways of people paying that. In today's age, anyone who puts something in the mail and expects it to get somewhere in any point in time is an absolute fool. My wife used to work for the post office, and I know she don't like what I'm saying, but their reliability is garbage. I tried to get something out of Grand Rapids. It took almost 2 weeks. It's absolutely ridiculous. You give them a package, it's supposed to be there in 3 days. If it doesn't show up, you know what their answer is? Sorry, not our problem. And you have no recourse. And if it's something that I bought from you and I paid you to have it shipped to me, you're the person who has to go to the post office and fight to get my shipping money back. They've become absolutely useless. Now I hear they're just about out of money. Give it to FedEx or Prime, because post office doesn't work anymore. Thank you.
Any other comments, Jill? Okay.
Jill Coverdell, 5648 Runwood Way.
I was pleased to see in the MDOT blast that they did on the ticker and whatnot this week that there's going to be a light at Secor in West Silver Lake. But it also said these were still temporary, as is the one at 633 Hamlin Euchre. What do we need to do? Who do we need to talk to encourage to keep those as permanent? Is that MDOT or is that the county?
County.
So we would reach out to the road commission or?
Correct.
Okay, because I think those lights are both critical to keep in place. 633 has had many fatalities on it, you know, and now that everybody's running up it rather than 37 because of the roundabouts, I mean, people are driving 65, 70 on that road, and there's been numerous accidents. That intersection light at least slows it down a little bit there, and, you know, that Secor intersection has been a nightmare and a half forever. So I would just encourage, or maybe somehow push it out there, of have residents reach out to the road commission to support keeping those as permanent.
You just told her that, the county, you'd have to talk to the county. He was here that night, and I asked him, and he said it was MDOT.
It's MDOT's equipment. It's up to County Road Commission
To
to
buy it.
replace it after MDOT.
To make it permanent.
That isn't what he insinuated.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Caskey Jr., is there anybody else?
My quarrel is not with you, sir.
Really?
This time
You know you're on tapes. Scott with one T?
Scott Richards, 11802 Fredmar. I'm against all taxes. I worked for the government in 3 different branches, and I've seen an awful lot of waste. I think people that are in politics need to wear cameras. We ask our law enforcement people to wear cameras. I think politicians that make the laws need to wear cameras. And the other thing is more people vote in November than they do in August. So I'd like to see the proposals for the millages mostly be on November voting times. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Hearing none, I'd like to say thank you, welcome and thank you to a student that is obligated to attend one of these boring things. So with that, any other? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting at 6:31. I heard Biondo, supported by McDonald. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, better not say anything.
No.
You don't listen either.
I always lose that one.
No, I think what you